listen. You got that spider biting me, I'm spider bitten. So many people in the big apple, even Captain Britain can't compare to Miss Stacy. Better listen, take a second. For a variety show with the Mary James, blonde hair, blue eyes, man, I can't complain. On the hump of the police, and Dave Jonah James. She can stick with any villain in the pouring rain. Across every multiverse, from 616, every alternate earth. She don't need a dress and a purse. Got a hoodie on, and you know I feel my heart first. Yo, who gives a damn about a retcon? I do, and every battle side a woman gonna fight through. Everything you do, the damn dude gonna keep an eye on you. Forget what Peter Parker and Miles do. Vigilante gonna find truth. And all the city damage in every fight you do. The city gonna hold a riotable word. Forget Spider-Man, me, I need a Spider-Gwen. Save me from those bad guys. Say it again, it's like.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Richard Core Kenobi here, and I'm not happy. I am not happy. This is going to be another rant video, and this one is going to actually be me doing something I haven't done. Now, in the past, I've ripped on DC, I've ripped on Cartoon Network, I've ripped on them for a lot of stupid-ass shit, but you know what? I've never had the opportunity to rip and tear Marvel a new asshole. Mainly, specifically, not the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, don't come at me and saying, oh, I hate Marvel, I hate the Marvel films. No. This is me talking about their animated shows. Specifically, the god-awful ones, like Avengers Assemble, or what we're mainly here to talk about, Ultimate Spider-Man. Now, yes, I hate Ultimate Spider-Man. Why do I hate Ultimate Spider-Man? Because it put a good show like Spectacular Spider-Man out of its misery before it could even finish. And that's all thanks to, that's just thanks to a lot of things, mainly when Marvel was brought up by Disney. So, yeah, but no, this isn't me attacking the Marvel films. This is me attacking the Marvel Studio animation team. Because let me tell you, this show, Ultimate Spider-Man, is the worst disservice to a Spider-Man character I've ever seen. And it's bad. The first 3 seasons are bad. You know what? The 3rd season showed an improvement, but this 4th season has been nothing but a lackluster season. All of them. The first 2 seasons, don't watch them. Just don't watch them. This whole Spider-Man breaking the 4th wall thing, it's just not good. I've never liked the show. But then when it started introducing the Spider-Verse characters, I had hope. You know, maybe this could have been good. Maybe. But it wasn't. It was a colossal waste of time, especially what they did to Kane. And how they completely robbed me of a chance to see Ben Reilly again. Even though Kane is a good Spider-Man, it's just, he was just done wrong. There's nothing else I can say about it. But that's not what we're here to talk about. You heard the song. You know what's in that title. We're here to talk about Spider-Gwen's animation debut. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a huge fan of Spider-Gwen. It's obvious to this by now. I love Spider-Gwen. And here's proof of how much I love Spider-Gwen. I have her comics. All of her comics. And let me tell you, these comics are amazing. This is one of the best Spider-Woman comics I've ever seen. I love Spider-Woman. I love Spider-Gwen. And you know what? These comics are amazing. I would highly recommend you go check it out if you want to read up on Spider-Gwen, because she is so popular now. She's become an influence in cosplay. She is now a part of the Marvel. She's not just a non-canon character. She is an official canon character, and she is now part of the Marvel lineup. Marvel now has 3 Spider-Men in their comics. They have Peter Parker from Earth 616, Miles Morales, which I like, and they have Spider-Gwen. And you know what? I was hoping that maybe one day we would see Spider-Gwen make her animation debut. In a good show. Not this show. A good show. And as soon as I heard they were going to have Spider-Woman be in this last 4-parter to end it, because this 4-parter, the whole story behind this is they're redoing the Spider-Verse, but this time they're doing it from the 2014 when Spider-Gwen was introduced. Yeah, and they had a new villain called Wolf Spider. He was an interesting villain. He looked pretty interesting. Maybe this could have been good. But then I've watched all 3 parts. they were lackluster. And I was hoping, please, Marvel, don't fuck this up. This is Spider-Gwen. You're having Spider-Gwen. How hard could this be? Oh, did they fuck it up? Here's what they did. Okay, here's what they did. They did this. They did that. They literally got a gun and they just decided to shoot the original character and just say, you know what? Let's just change some stuff around. Let's do that. So so without me dancing around this, let's just go ahead and get into it. So pretty much, what did they do to Spider-Gwen, you're asking? Well, before I get into that, let's just talk about the episode. This is ending season 4 as a whole. Now, how was this final part? How was it? You know, this how was this 4-part episode? Horrible. This was one of the worst 4-parters I've ever seen in my life. I am dead serious. Why am I dead serious? Because, well, let's be honest. The way they end it, it's so cliche and it's so anticlimactic. They could have saved this villain for another season. How awesome would that have been if, okay, we would have gotten to continue the Spider-Verse in season 5, but no, they end it all in just a 4-parter. 4 parts. And it's not enough. None of it's enough. It's complete bullshit. But let me calm down, because I'm not going to be salty. Well, no, that's a lie. I am, because this is a word. This dishonors and pretty much shits on a favorite character of mine, and it shits on a perfectly good way to end a season. But let's be honest, okay? So what happens? Well, I can't tell you that, because if you're dead curious about this, I would highly suggest you go watch all 4 parts online and see for yourself, because I can't describe the bullshit, because it's so lame. It's one of the most anticlimactic, lamest, laziest, shittiest way to end a 4-parter, a season. And bear in mind, if you think, oh, well, maybe they'll improve on it in season 5. Well, okay, yeah, maybe they will. Yeah, you're probably right. No, there is no improving it. They have to wait until Drake Bell, the voice of Spider-Man, gets out of jail before that could happen, but that's not what we're talking about. My point is that I have little doubt that season 5 can improve. Because how do you write a 4-parter like this and you just fuck it up? And apologies for this. I apologize. Because, I mean, I just watched I'm now just making this. I've been busy all day, so apologies for the glares. I really do apologize for that. But, yes, this last part was horrible. Now, let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it. First, let's talk about the main woman herself, Spider-Gwen. Now, from first glance, you're thinking, well, she looks right, she has the right costume, she's perfectly fine, her voice actress actually does a good job, surprisingly, even though there's a little bit of a problem, because when she takes her mask off, her hair is a little longer, when Spider-Gwen has kind of hair like mine, so yeah, I don't know, that's just a minor nitpick, but whatever. And of course, you know, she's of course on the run from her father, who doesn't know she's Spider-Gwen, and yeah, so it seems like it's a step in the right direction. It's all hunky-dory, right? Wrong! No. Wrong on all accounts. They just tease you and they just make you think that they got the character right. And that's not what they did. First of all, here's what they did. So, okay, you know the main story, for those of you who have been watching this, mainly my friend Archaic King, who does cartoon reviews on his channel, go check him out. So, pretty much, if you know that Miles Morales has been trying to get back to his own universe, so when they finally get to Miles' universe, guess what? It turns out that Spider-Gwen lives in his universe. Spider-Gwen lives in Miles' universe. Okay. You see this? Marvel, do you see, writers, do you see this? Look at this, look at this. Do you see this? This does not take place in Miles' universe. Spider-Gwen has her own universe. It's a great universe. It's an interesting take on Spider-Man's universe, where people and villains that you know are switched in opposite roles. Like, okay, in this, the Punisher is still a cop and he didn't lose his family. The Thing is still Ben Grimm and he's a police officer. And Daredevil is the Kingpin's lawyer and he's a bad guy. That is awesome. How do you fuck this up? Well, they did. They fucked it up beyond belief, I can tell you that. So yeah, and in the Marvel Comics right now, it's confirmed that Spider-Gwen is not in Miles Morales or Peter Parker's universes. They're all three of them are in different universes. So there's already one fuck up, but now let's get to Spider-Gwen herself. They fucked up her powers. Oh yes, they did. How did they fuck up her powers? Well, guess what? Let me just say. They give her digital spider powers. Digital! She has digital spider sense. No, she doesn't. Not in the comics. She has the regular spider sense like all of the other Spider-Man do. Well, except Spider-Man 2099, but that's a character for another day. So, Spider-Gwen in this version does not have her spider sense. Nowhere in the comics did it ever say that she was given digital spider powers. Okay, again, back to the comic. In this comic... Oh, wait, wrong comic. Sorry. In this comic, she was bitten by the radioactive spider that Peter was bitten by, and that's how she got her spider powers. So the spider bit her instead of Peter. Yes, that is not a joke. That really is not a joke. And you know what? That's actually good. That's interesting because... And this is a different Gwen. So, no. In this, Gwen wasn't... It's never said that she bitten by the radioactive spider? No, it's never said. And then some of her tech-based items, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, we all know Gwen is a science major, but seriously, why would you need digital stuff for spider powers? That makes no sense. And now let's talk about this for a minute. But now, what is her digital spider sense? Well, guess what? It's pretty much a radio. Yes, you heard me, a radio. Because in the episode, when they have to take down these new robots that weren't in Miles' universe, and they're being chased down by Gwen's father, basically, Spider-Woman hears a voice in her head that tells her to attack the robot from behind and use the web fluid to, jam up the machinery. How did she know how to do that? Well, they go into this secret cave. Yes, Spider-Woman has a secret cave. Yeah, instead of an apartment. Give me a break. And guess who is helping her out in this cave? And I really, guys, I want you to be prepared for what I am about to tell you. I really want you to I need you to sit down for this. I need you to sit down, turn up the volume, and really listen to what I'm about to tell you. I can't make this up if I tried. Okay, are you ready? Okay. The person who is helping out Spider-Gwen and who is giving her digital spider sense commands is none other than Aunt May. May Parker is the one who's helping Spider-Gwen. Okay. Let's all take a deep breath. Okay. What the fuck were you thinking, Marvel? Who thought of this? Who the fuck thought of this? When has Aunt May ever I repeat, when has Aunt May ever been capable of assisting? What is Aunt May, Oracle? Is Aunt May Oracle? Because last time I checked, Aunt May is not a tech-based wizard. Nowhere in the comics that I've read, nowhere in the comics that you've read, anyone's read, has Aunt May, Peter Parker's aunt, have ever been a technological advanced wizard. She has never shown any indication of this, and I don't care what kind of bullshit you throw at me, this is unacceptable. I mean, okay, it's a nice step up to see Aunt May just being, being hurt, kidnapped, or going to a hospital, but why would you have Aunt May be in a command base giving orders? What fucked up reality do you live in, Marvel? And also, too, guess what? Okay, so basically, you're probably wondering, well, is Peter Parker still dead in Gwen's universe? Yes, she is. Yes, he is, I should say. He is. He is dead. But guess what? They say it, but they don't really go into it. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but the death of Peter Parker in Spider-Gwen's universe was a tragic thing. It was the opposite. This was a Peter Parker who only had Gwen and Harry as his best friends. This is a kid who was picked on by everybody, bullied. And this is a kid who was an outcast. And this is a kid who decided he had enough, he wanted to be like Spider-Gwen, and be just like her. He loved her. He was inspired by her. He decided to become the Lizard and attack. And Spider-Gwen beat the crap out of him until he died. She didn't know that she was hurting her best friend. They were never, they weren't lovers. They were close, really close, like best friend, brother, sister close. They were close. And this was really tragic because it shows just how sad it is for Gwen to lose somebody that's close to her. Like, you could see the dilemma, and you can see the tragedy there. To find out that you are responsible for your best friend's death, and guess what? I mean, she's even accused of it, even though she didn't do anything. She didn't know it was him. You really feel for Gwen. This gives you a connection. But in this god-awful abomination, they do none of that. They just say, "Oh yeah, Peter's dead. What you gonna do?" And Peter and Aunt May even says, "It's good to see that face of yours." And all throughout the episode, we see Aunt May reminiscing with Peter on how he's alive and all this and that. And hey, I mean, she even packs him lunch back to the wormhole. It's just like, seriously, we're not going to address how Peter died. We're not going to address the dilemma Gwen had from this. And it's just like, wow. Oh, and by the way, and that's another thing. That's another thing. They fuck up the continuity in this one because apparently Peter Parker was also Spider-Man in this universe, besides Miles Morales. So, I'm not kidding you. They really did. They combined all three universes together. They combined Peter's, they combined Gwen's, and they combined Miles's. You don't do that. Why would you do that? Why couldn't you just have them be in Gwen's universe? Why did you have to have it to where it's all three? Why did you have to combine all of them together? That doesn't make any sense. People, I know this show is just for kids, and I know this show has a fan base. Well, no, I'm sorry. This show has a small, microscopic fan base, but it doesn't matter. This is bad writing when I see it. And guess what? I've seen a lot of bullshit in my times, but this is the worst of it. And you had a perfect opportunity to do this right. And you know what the sad part of this is? The really sad part of this is, they took advantage of Spider-Gwen. What do I mean by that? What do I mean? Well, my friend Archaic King said on his Twitter, and he will review this tomorrow, but basically he said is that we haven't even seen Ultimate Gwen in this show. And that's not a joke. They are throwing Spider-Gwen right out of the bat, like literally right out there. They haven't even set up Gwen in Peter's timeline. So why would you do that? I'm not kidding you. Go back. All 3 seasons. Watch all 3 seasons. You will not see Gwen anywhere. She doesn't exist. She's never referenced, not mentioned, nothing. They just say, oh, well, what character can we have? I bet this is what the jack-offs were thinking in their offices. Hey, how are we going to end this 4-parter? Hey, well, how about we throw Spider-Gwen in there? She's becoming a popular rising star in Marvel, and she's already got a huge fan base. Let's put her in there. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. But even though it doesn't make any sense, because we've never introduced Gwen, and we've never introduced any of the other Spider-Woman up until this point. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And you know what? That is the saddest, pathetic excuse I've ever seen. This is them taking advantage of this. They didn't even take time. And don't be fooled by what they say. They'll tell you, we took time and effort to figure out a way to end this, when they didn't do shit. They just rehashed all of this bullshit from out of their asses, and they just decided, let's just see if we can fuck it up. And you know what? That's sad. That really is sad, because I wanted to see Spider-Gwen in something other than comic media, because she is a popular and good character. She is a great original Spider-Woman. Her universe is great. And you know what? I actually wouldn't have minded this if they would have introduced Gwen back in the first season. Then it would have made sense. I could have seen this. But no. No. Absolutely not. None of that happens. Instead, it just ends where they fuck Spider-Gwen over. Miles Morales and his mom decide, hey, we might as well go back with Peter to his universe and just have Spider-Gwen protect Miles' universe. Yes, you heard me right. So, that could have been, you know what, at least that would have been kind of interesting to see Spider-Gwen be a part of the Web Warriors and then have Miles protect his universe again, but we would still get a visit from him. It would have been interesting, because guess what? I mean, you would have had a girl on the team instead of just guys, because come on, people. But nope, we can't have that. No, we can't have that. Or here's a fun idea. Here's a good idea. Why don't you just have them both go? Why do that? Why would you just introduce Spider-Gwen and then introduce us to what's going on in her life and then just say, oh, bye, Spider-Gwen. We'll probably never see you again, so bye. Yeah. Way to go. Whoop-de-fucking-do. And then it ends with Nick Fury pulling a joke on Spider-Man. Oh, Marvel, the writers never cease to fucking amaze me. Guys, this was god-awful. Dog shit. Beyond, I feel horrible by watching this. You know what? I don't know what's worse. Me watching this or me watching the Teen Titans Go Powerpuff Girls crossover. But you know what? At least I can't believe I'm getting credit to both of these god-awful shows, but I can't believe that those shows at least pay attention to the material. At least those shows don't fuck up their characters. Well, they do fuck up the characters, but they don't fuck them over like this. Wow, I can't believe it. Again, I wanted this to be good. This could have been good. This could have been a great way to end season 4. But no, you jerk-offs decided to take advantage of a character and refuse to acknowledge said character in 3 seasons, and you pretty much gave us a lame plot. You gave us a lame climactic ending. Why would you do that? Why would you build this shit up and then have it end in such an anticlimactic, lame way? With no thought put into it. Because seriously, that's what this 4-parter feels like. It just feels like they read half the comics and they just decided to make up shit as they went along. The second part was actually pretty good because, you got to see Pirate Spider-Man. That was kind of good, but seriously, guys. In the comic, 2 years ago. You got to see all of these Spider-Man team up from different universes. You actually got to see cartoon Ultimate Spider-Man with Miles Morales Spider-Man team up with the 60s cartoon Spider-Man in the comics. That's not a joke. That is true. You got to see all of these Spider-Man, even Spider-Gwen herself, team up to stop this one villain. Why couldn't we have gotten that? Why couldn't this 4-parter give us all the Spider-Man and have the rest of the 3-parters of them trying to stop the wolf spider from getting the said dimensional crystals? Why couldn't it have been that? Why did it just have to be Peter and Miles going around dimension to dimension to dimension to do this? Because seriously, wouldn't it have just been better if because you did it in season 3, so why did you do it here? They literally inconsistently shot themselves in the foot. As you can tell, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Not at all. This was horrible. Don't watch this. Just don't. Don't watch this. It's bad and it's lazy. This show has gotten worse. If Spectacular Spider-Man was still going and this happened, maybe that would have been better to see. But no, we get this. We get this. We still get... And you know what? The fact is, the only good Spider-Man thing I would recommend you do is, 1, go watch the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Go watch the 90s cartoon. Go watch Spectacular Spider-Man. Go watch The Amazing Spider-Man. Go read and pick up Spider-Gwen. Go watch any other Spider-Man thing related that's good, but not this. This is an embarrassment to Spider-Man. You know, this isn't me being an angry fanboy flailing my arms around. No, this is me being a passionate fan saying what's bullshit about this. Shame on you, Marvel. Shame on you. Marvel's animation department needs to clean up their act. Cancel this show and give us a good show. Why is it DC gives us thought-provoking adult shows that are more adult for adults than kids? Why is it? I mean, that's one thing I gotta give DC credit for, even though I can't believe. At least Teen Titans Go is only one bad DC show. I repeat, at least it's just one. With Marvel, you have 2 or 3. You have Assembers, you have the Avengers Assemble, which is more like Ass-Vengers, because they're not the Avengers, they're not Earth's Mightiest Heroes event. Because, you know what? If you want to watch a good Avengers cartoon, go watch Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That was amazing. Best show. They have this shit, which is, again, horrible, and then they have Hulk Agents of Smash, which, again, just go watch the 90s Hulk. Why? Why, Marvel? Why is it so hard to get animation shows done right? So yeah, that's my rant. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and please, don't watch this. Just don't. Please, for your own sake, watch something that's different. And if you like the show, okay, fine. You can see something in it that I can't. You can see something in it that me and Archaic King can't. But please, don't take this the wrong way. This isn't me being butthurt. This is me being a disgusted fan of what they have done to Spider-Gwen and this 4-parter. So yes, if you enjoyed this rant, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go read these to make my mind feel better. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time. This is Richard Core Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you. Later.